As you're growing your business, are you finding that you're competing more and more on price? Are your salespeople getting frustrated because they are losing more business than they're winning? Well, perhaps you haven't been successful in clearly differentiating your business in the minds of your target market. So I want to spend some time today talking about your USP, your unique selling proposition, and some ideas as to how to go about defining and developing that USP. If the results are dramatic, once you define that USP, I worked with a young remodeler who, in the course of 2 years, by getting real clear on his unique selling proposition, was able to increase his revenues by $1 million. Dramatic increase for a young business. So having a unique selling proposition is critical. But there are 3 things to keep in mind as you develop your unique selling proposition. And I want to go through those. The first is that the unique selling proposition that you develop has got to be meaningful and of value to your target markets. Having a uniqueness that doesn't address the frustration of your target market doesn't get you anywhere. So you've got to really think about how what you offer is unique. Perhaps you have to define and develop a new process to create that uniqueness. Think about if I invited 9 of your competitors to come to my house and line up against a wall with you involved next to them, and I asked all of you what makes you different. And if all of you said basically the same thing, the only option I'm left with to choose is price. Okay, so you're all pretty much the same. Who's the low cost provider? And you really don't want to be in that game of competing on price. So let's figure out how to make you different. There are a couple ideas. The first is you have got to figure out the needs of your target market. Where are the frustrations? What's not being met by your competitors? And that's the space that you want to play in. You want to find out where there's a gap between what your market needs and what your competitors are offering. So go look at your competitors' websites, read their material, talk to people, figure out, there's a gap here. No one is offering this, and this appears to be a big need of my target market. We've got to develop the capability to deliver that. So your USP has got to be of meaningful to your target markets. The second thing is that just because you think you're unique doesn't mean in the mind of your clients you are. I see so many business owners, when I ask them what's their USP, they say, well, we're a family-run business. Or they say, we've been in business for 20 years. Or they say that we have great customer service. Well, I would push back and say, well, which of your competitors wouldn't say those same things? With the exception of a family-run business, most businesses would say those same characteristics. So think about how you are truly unique and develop your USP along those lines. The last thing I'll leave you with is the importance of thinking about the benefit that you can provide to your clients. In other words, think about what's in it for your clients and develop the statement that answers that question as it relates to the services you provide. Beside this video is a link to my online calendar. I'd be glad to spend 30 minutes, no cost, with you just talking through ideas around how to develop your USP so that you stop competing on price, your salespeople start making more sales, and your business becomes much more profitable.